How did one peaceful country become one of Africa's bloodiest war zones? For more than 10 years, Sierra Leone was a country where fear ruled every village. Families were torn apart. Children carried guns instead of books. Entire communities disappeared overnight. But here's the question: how did it all begin? Was it really about politics? Was it about diamonds? Or was there something much bigger hiding beneath the surface? Welcome to this documentary series. I am Aruna Pepe Blog, the man who tells the story as it is. Over the next 30 episodes, we're going to uncover the complete story of the Sierra Leone Civil War. We won't just talk about the fighting, we'll look at the decisions, the leaders, the corruption, the diamonds, the suffering, and the lessons that still affect Sierra Leone today. If you're watching this series, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'd love to know whether you're in Sierra Leone, Africa, Europe, North America, or somewhere else around the world. Let's begin. On March 23, 1991, a small group of armed rebels crossed from Liberia into eastern Sierra Leone. They called themselves the Revolutionary United Front, better known as the RUF. Their leader claimed they wanted to free Sierra Leone from corruption and bad leadership. But what followed shocked the entire world. Villages were attacked, homes were burned, people were killed. Thousands fled into the bush with nothing but the clothes they were wearing. As the months passed, the violence spread across the country. Children were kidnapped and forced to become soldiers. Families were separated. Many innocent people lost their hands, arms, or legs in brutal attacks. By the time the conflict finally ended in 2002, more than 50,000 people had been killed. More than 2 million people had been forced to leave their homes. Schools had closed. Hospitals had collapsed. The economy was in ruins. The country's rich diamond resources became one of the reasons the war continued. But here's something many people don't know. The Civil War did not begin in 1991. The first bullets were fired in 1991. But the real story started decades earlier. Long before the rebels crossed the border, long before the first village was attacked, long before anyone had heard the name RUF. The roots of this war go back to colonial rule, political decisions, corruption, power struggles, and years of broken promises. If we only start in 1991, we'll miss the bigger picture. To understand why the war happened, we have to go back to the very beginning. We have to understand how Sierra Leone was created, who ruled the country after independence, how politics changed, and how years of poor leadership slowly pushed the nation toward disaster. Everything is connected, and that journey begins in the next episode. If you found this episode informative, like this video, follow the page, and share it with someone who needs to understand Sierra Leone's history. If you somehow started with episode 1, you're exactly where you should be. Now don't stop here. Go and watch episode 2, where we'll travel back to the colonial era and discover how the foundations of this tragic war were quietly being laid, decades before the first shot was fired. In episode 2, we'll cover British colonial rule, the creation of Freetown, the colony and protectorate system, and how those early divisions shaped Sierra Leone's future. This sets up the independence story in episode 3.